afternoon, Larina.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you today?
I'm feeling good.
So tell me about yourself.
Um, I graduated in Suleiman last March 2015. It's a prestigious school in our province, and I believe in the Philippines as well. And I worked at Holy Cross High School. It's a Chinese school in Dumaguete, yes.
Okay.
So I know a little bit of Mandarin, but I'm not really fluent.
Okay. So give me an example. What do you know about Mandarin? Okay. This is to support your application.
Okay. 你好，你好吗？我很好，谢谢。
Okay. So share with me your work experiences as a preschool teacher since 2015 until now.
Well, in my first year, I was an advisor. Supposedly, I applied as a toddler teacher, but the population of the school raised, so I was put in the Kinder 2 class. So it's 5 years old. And then I assisted the toddler class, aged 2 years old, and then I was also a language teacher for the 3 years old in nursery. I was a math teacher in Kinder 1, it's 4 years old, and I was the reading and language advisor for Kinder 2, 5 years old. So I did all those in 1 year.
All right.
So my second year, we had to focus on only one age. So now I'm an advisor in Kinder 2 for 5 years old.
All right. What is the daily routine as a preschool teacher? The daily routine when you step into the school.
First, we have to let them form a line. Then they have to follow a line before they get inside the classroom. They have to do that every morning. They have to sing our national anthem,
Okay.
prayer. And then when they get inside the classroom, that's the time we greet.
Yeah.
The usual weather, date. And then during recess time, they have to pray first, wash their hands,
Okay.
form a line. And then
All right. Good. So, okay. So tell me, what do you know the job responsibilities as a preschool teacher?
it's a very big
It is.
responsibility.
Just give me 5.
Safety. I have to be motherly. I have to be a good engineer.
All right.
I have to be a counselor. And I have to be a manager.
Okay. All right. Tell me, why should we hire you?
I believe I am capable of doing anything.
Okay. So in any job scope that given by the employer, by the principal, right? Okay. What are your strengths? Your strengths.
Speaking English, I believe that's a strength.
Good.
Classroom management.
Very important.
Yes.
Tell me what classroom management is all about. What define classroom management?
How you handle the children without being too tight and without being too neglectful.
Exactly. Okay. So what are your weaknesses?
Unhealthy environment, because I have experienced teachers fighting about their roles in the class.
So
So
how do you deal with it?
listen first, the problem. Listen both sides.
Okay. If I were your school principal and ask you to do something that you disregard with, what would you do?
I have experienced that as well.
All right.
What I did was I talked to her about my suggestions about the certain situation, and then if we come to an agreement, that's great. But if she decides that it's the best thing to do, then I have to follow her because she's my boss.
Okay, alright. Did you tell your parents that you want to work abroad? What did they say?
At first, they didn't like it.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
But
What?
then I was so headstrong about it.
Okay, alright.
I have to experience it because I'm used to being with them.
Alright.
I have to experience. I want to be on my own. I want to be independent on another country without their help.
Alright, sure. So describe yourself. List 5 words that describe your character.
I'm a Gemini, so I can be on both sides.
Okay.
I have a weird attitude. No, not the negative weird. Not the negative weird. Like,
Bubbly.
yeah, bubbly and always smiling.
Okay, smart. Okay.
But in my face, it doesn't show.
Sure, you are a very bubbly and smiley person.
And
Okay, so last question. What's the philosophy of education?
I believe that the philosophy of education should be when the children are ready to learn, but they don't want to learn yet. When you see that there's already a capability of that child, you have to enhance it already, and not just wait for that child to be ready when he wants to be.
Thank you very much. One. Okay, Kathleen.
Yes, sir.
So Kathleen, tell me about yourself.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. I am Kathleen K. Tumbilon from Mindanao. I graduated last October 2015 because I'm an Octoberian. And my last year in Siliman, I got an academic scholarship for 1 year because I got a high grade. So thanks God for that. And recently, I'm working in a National Child Development Center,
Okay.
Early Childhood Care and Development, funded by the UNICEF, and it's under by the local government unit. So I'm a daycare teacher there.
Alright.
I handle 4 to 5 years old, and I'm also an assistant teacher for toddlers because we have toddlers during. We have toddlers during Fridays.
Okay, alright. So share with me what is the daily routine work as a school teacher?
My routine as a daily teacher, my class is in the afternoon, so I greet them, and before my circle time, that's when I greet the children, and then we do the weather, the counting of the children, the boys and the girls, and the days,
Alright.
the 7 days of the week like that. And then after that, we have a storytelling time. And then after that, we have a break for them to roam around the classroom and have their different activities because we have different learning centers in our classroom. We have math and science, language, creative arts, and then dramatics corner. So the children can explore the different centers, and then after that, because we put different activities in the learning center, and then after that we have our sharing time. That's the time that we discuss what they learn in the different centers.
Yeah.
Because other children like in the math and science center, others like the English language. So we gather their thoughts, and then, oh really teacher, that's how. So it's somehow like playing time for them, but actually you teach them the lesson, but they learn it through play.
Okay.
And then after that we have our recess time, but our recess time is feeding time.
Yeah.
And then
How long is the recess time?
only 15 minutes because our time is only 2 hours due to the increasing number of our children. The population, because
The
it's
population.
yeah, because my school is a public
Public?
school, That's why.
Talented.
Very
Okay, that's
talented.
fine. So why we should hire you? Why we should hire you?
I believe in my capabilities and that I have the strength to do what I want, and I am very willing to handle the children.
Okay, alright. If you're shortlisted to work in Singapore, you are okay to take the IELTS in Singapore within 4 months?
Yes, sir.
How's your health condition?
Very well. I'm fine, sir.
So your parents are okay for you to work abroad?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
In fact, they encourage me to go to abroad.
What is your philosophy of education?
I believe that the children have a unique attitude, and that you have to polish their potentials in order to them to really know what they want, and I also believe that as a teacher you do the process and not the product,
Correct.
because the process that's when you know how the children is going, and not just the product, because they're not really sure if the product is like, for example, you can teach a child
Yes.
how to read because their mind are very flexible, but then they don't understand what is it all about.
Correct.
Because so that's what I'm talking about, the process and how the child can learn.
Very good. Very good. List 5 words that describe your character.
I'm an extrovert as well as an introvert. I do both sides. I like hanging out with other people, dealing with other people, but I also like to be alone to myself to think, and I'm very patient with the children. I love the children. I love working with them, and also
Thank you very much.
yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, Palangganas, right? Okay, so tell me about yourself.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. I'm Arvin Palaganas, 23 years of age, from Pangasinan State University, with the with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Elementary Education, rather in pre-elementary, and I had an experience teaching preschool during my internship
On OJT, right?
Yes,
For
sir.
5 months.
for 5 months.
So share with me, what did you learn from that?
I learned from that is that a teacher must have these traits that will give the students, the pupils, I mean, the help them to do their interests, their needs. So a teacher must possess patience and creativeness
Okay.
to do their lessons and to catch their attentions, because at that young age I know that these young ages have a short span of attention, so
Correct. Okay.
you have to be creative.
Correct. So why should we hire you?
Should hire me, sir, because I possess the ability or the capability of a preschool teacher that qualifies your description.
Okay, good. So did you tell your parents that you want to work abroad?
Yes, sir.
What did they say?
They said that, oh, come on, just try.
Okay. How's your health condition?
Very good, sir.
What do you think if you're selected to work in Singapore, what can you contribute to the organization?
I can contribute to your agency, sir, that a preschool teacher must possess deal with the demanding parents. So for that, I will show respect and love in talking with them. So I think that's what I can contribute to your reputable company, sir.
So what are you looking for in terms of career development?
what I'm looking for career development.
Career development.
Um, I look for the um, the development of the, for me, sir, as a new one for this, for having this opportunity to work. Of course, it can enhance more my experience in teaching, so that I can give what I have learned from my university.
What is your philosophy of education?
I believe that this is a set of influences that you must know what is the teacher's role, and you can know what is the needs. You can give what is the need of the students. You really need to know what and how you will be taught to your students.
Thank you.
Okay, last one.
Okay. Lakme, right?
Lakmay.
Lakmay. Okay, Lakmay. Tell me about yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Narias Lakmay from Pangasinan, and I studied at Pangasinan State University with the course Bachelor of Elementary Education. And I have experienced OJT on the job training for 5 months.
For 5 months. Okay. So share with me your OJT for 5 months. What did you have from it?
From that 5 months, sir, I have learned what interest a child possesses, what are their unique, what are their cultural differences, what is their way of learning, and what are they capable of.
Good. What are the age group of the children during that time? How many children when you learn during your OJT? How many group? The number of children or pupils?
20 to 25, sir.
By yourself or with someone else or other someone?
With the teacher aid.
Correct. Okay. So why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I have the capability of a preschool teacher, and I have the passion in teaching. I experienced babysitting some of my siblings and some of my cousins.
Okay. So you are fine to teach class of all levels, ages 18 months to 6 years old, right?
Yes.
And you're okay to take the IELTS in Singapore for 4 months. Within 4 months, you need to pass that.
Yes.
Okay. So last question. What is the philosophy of education?
For me, philosophy of education is what the teacher will impart to the children, and what can teacher do to enhance the learning of the children, and also the teacher knows the cultural differences of every child, or they have their unique way of learning.
Okay, all right. So what can you contribute if you are selected to work in Singapore as a preschool teacher?
Maybe, sir, the way of teaching of the Filipino teachers, the way of teaching of Filipino teachers, and maybe I have the motherly to the children, motherly touch for the children that I will impart for the Singaporean children.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's it.